Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lizzie. So today I am going to do a full face makeup tutorial and I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this particular look. If you want to learn more on how I was able to do this, please continue watching the rest of this video. So here with me today is my beautiful cosmate Ruth. She came in for a glam and that is what we are going to do today. We are going to try as much as possible to make her look more beautiful. We are just going to enhance her beauty because she's already pretty as a person. So the first thing I did was to use my face wipe and my micellar water from Blossom Cosmetics to wipe off the dirt from her face. You want the face to be clean and nice. If you want to achieve a flawless look, do not miss this step. So next off, I'm going to go in with MIS Bomb Moisturizer, which is from Miss Cosmetics, and I'm just going to apply this amount on my hand and then go ahead to use a brush to apply that all over her face. So I'm going to concentrate more on her T-zone area, which is underneath her eyes, her jaw, her forehead, and just apply that all over and then blend using my hands. Next up, I'm going to go in with this hydrating serum, which is from Zaron Cosmetics. I love this serum a lot. If you want to achieve a flawless skin, again, I repeat, do not miss this step. This particular serum is amazing, even the scent alone. So I'm going to concentrate on her T-zone area and blend all of that. So right now, I'll be using this mist, and I'll drop the contents of this mist in the description box so that you guys can see. And the mist is from Omaricode. Next up, I'm going to go in with face primer, and this face primer is from Flawless Ivy, and I'm going to concentrate on her T-zone area like this. My client told me that she sweats a lot, so I really need to make sure that I concentrate on her T-zone area so that she doesn't sweat too much on the face. You really cannot stop sweat, but you can reduce the effect and the impact on the face. Next up, I'm going to go in with setting spray, and it's from Kiss Beauty. I'm just going to spray that all over her face. Right now, I'm going to go in with V Beauty foundation, and I'll drop the shade in the description box so that you guys can see as well. And I'm going to use this foundation brush and then just apply that all over the face. So the brushes that I'm using today is from Flawless Ivy. I love their brushes a lot. It just does the work. But when it comes to blending, I do not use brush to blend. I make sure I damp my beauty blender, I make it a little bit wet, and then tap the foundation all over the face. You want to tap. You don't want to drag, because when you drag, you start seeing harsh lines and you start seeing the skin, and you don't want that. And I'm going to go all the way to her neck and blend. And right now, guys, I'm going to go in with concealer, and this concealer that I'm using is from Zikel Cosmetics, and I'm just going to apply it on her T-zone area, the area that you can see me apply on the screen. And I'm also going to apply on her nose as well and the top of her lip, because I want these areas to be highlighted. And this concealer is about 3 tones lighter than that of her skin tone, because I want these areas to pop. I want it to be a little bit highlighted. So I'm going to extend the highlighter a little bit towards her temple, because I want it to be really defined. I want the face to be really defined and chiseled. So you need to make sure that you tap, especially underneath the eyes, because it's really sensitive. And if you want to have a really defined nose, you need to make sure that you go in with a flat brush to blend the nose. When you have a very narrow space, you need to make sure that you go in with something small and flat. When you have a wide and a big space, you need to make sure that you go in with a bigger brush. I hope that that is understood. So right now, I'm just going to blend the whole face. So moving on, guys, I'll be going in with a smaller brush to chisel the nose a little bit, because I want it to be really penciled and pointed. So I'm just going to chisel that area using a smaller brush and my foundation. I'm going in with a darker shade because I want that place to be contoured properly. And then right now, I'm going to go in with blush in this particular shade, and I'm using my lip palette from Chic Cosmetics, and I'm just going to apply on the cheekbone and towards the forehead like this, just so that it can give me a blushy and a very nice effect. So you want your makeup to be flawless, you need to make sure that you tap. I've been emphasizing on tapping and not dragging. That's when you can really achieve a flawless look. And if your skin prep is on point, you will definitely have a very clean and a flawless look. So right now I'm going in with powder, and this powder is from V Beauty Cosmetics. In the places where I highlighted, especially the areas where I used concealer, I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of powder, and the places where I contoured, I'm going to go in with the darker shade of powder. So before applying powder underneath the eyes, you need to make sure that you blend that place. The eyes, underneath the eyes, are really sensitive, so you need to go in with your beauty blender again. If not, you'll be seeing harsh lines all over, but you don't want that. So go in with your beauty blender again before you apply your powder, especially in that area. So I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of powder in the places where I highlighted, and a darker shade of powder in the places where I contoured. And then for the blush, I'm going to go in with a powder blush in the same shade that I used with the cream blush that I initially applied on her face. So right now, this is just me blending until I am comfortable with what I have and until the skin work looks good. So this is just me applying blush all over the places that I need to apply, the places that I applied initially with the cream blush. And then right now, guys, I am going to apply the same blush on her nose because I want that, you know, blushy and a nice effect. At this point, I'm going to go in with setting powder, and I'm just going to apply the setting powder on her face like this, on the T-zone area, on the forehead, the jaw, underneath the eyes, and just allow it to set and bake into her skin for a while before I go ahead to buff it off. So at this point, I'm going to go in with a darker shade of setting powder because I really do not want the face to be too white. I want everything to be properly blended. She's not too dark as well, so I want everything to be properly blended so that it looks exactly like her neck and not like she's putting on a mask. So this is just me applying the same dark shade of setting powder on the nose and in these areas that you can see me apply, and I'm going to do a reverse contour underneath her cheekbone because I want that area to pop properly. So right now I'm going to set the brows using a light shade of powder. I had initially applied a brow tamer on the brow before applying powder, and then right now I'm just going to draw the brows, and I'm using my Karite brown eyeliner to draw a thin line underneath and above the brow. And then just to fill up those areas, I'm going to use a Davis brown pencil to fill up the area where she does not really have enough hair. And then I'm going to conceal using Zaron concealer, and I'm going to go in with a shade that is about 3 tones lighter than that of her skin tone, and I'm using a very flat brush to do this. And then for the inner corner of the brow, I'm going in with her shade of foundation, which is the one that we initially used all over her face from V Beauty Cosmetics, and I'm just going to blend everything properly. So I used a lighter shade at the outer corner of her brow because I wanted that part to be really highlighted and for it to pop properly. So I'm just going to blend all of that and bring the concealer down towards the top of her lids like this. So right now I'm going to go in with eye primer, and this eye primer is from Ben 9. Very nice primer and really affordable. So I'm just going to apply that on her crease area and then extend it towards her transition area and blend properly. So for the eyes today, I am going to use this Zaron eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in with a burnt brown shade and then just apply that on her transition area. Make sure that you are using a good eyeshadow blending brush in doing this, just so that you don't have harsh lines here and there. And then for the outer corner of the eyes, I am going to go in with a darker shade of brown just to blend all of that properly and just to have a more defined effect. And then apply that at the inner corner of the eyes as well, which is the crease area. So right now I'm going to go in with a more popping color, which is a yellow shade. It actually looks like gold a little bit, but it's more of yellow, and I'm just going to apply it in this area that you can see me do, and I'm just going to apply on the crease area like this and blend so that everything comes out nice. So I'm going to define the outer corner of the crease area and the inner corner of the crease area properly by going in with a black shade of shadow. So that's it, guys. At this point, I am going to apply eyeliner on the waterline area because I want that the eyes to really pop, and I want a very nice eye makeup. So I'm just going to apply that and also go in with a black shade of shadow underneath the eyes, just so that it can pop properly and it can be really defined. So for the lips, I'm using my Davis Brown pencil to outline the outer corner of her lip like this, and then for the inner corner of her lip, I'm going to go in with a nude shade of lippy, and I'm using this lippy from Chic Cosmetics. Still on the inner corner of the lip, I'm going to go in with concealer and just ask her to smack everything together just so that it can be properly blended. And after that, I'm going to go in with gloss because I want the whole lip to pop. It was already looking really nice as matte, but then I also wanted it to pop, so I had to go in with gloss because I felt like it was just going to change the whole game. And then right now, I'm going to buff out the excess setting powder that I have all over her face using her shade of powder, not too dark and not too light as well. So just use your brush and blend everything. Just look at how sweet this look already is. I really enjoyed every bit of this tutorial. I enjoyed every bit of it. Moving on, guys, I'm going to highlight the top of her cheeks using this gold shadow from Zikel Cosmetics. You can see how popping that looks already. I love this particular shadow a lot. So I'm just going to apply it like this and blend. Make sure that you are using the right brushes, because if you're not, you're going to have a different look entirely, and you do not want that. So I'm going to apply that on the nose like this again and blend everything. Right now, I'm going to apply pigments on the eyes because I really wanted the eyes to pop better than what it was looking like. And this is what we have, guys. So I'm going to also apply the pigment all over her face by smacking my hands together just so that everything goes around her face, and then apply setting spray. And this setting spray is from Kiss Beauty, and this is just to keep the whole look, the whole makeup intact. So for the eyes, I'm going to go in with Kiss Beauty mascara. I love this mascara a lot because it doesn't smudge. For me, it doesn't smudge. It just gives me the most desired effect that I want, the most desired look. So I'm going to apply her falsies, and that is it, guys. That is it. So nice. I loved every bit of this look, and I hope that you loved it too. I'm going to show you guys the before and the after. This is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed every bit of this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification button so that each time I post, you get a notification and you'll be the first to know. I remain your girl, Lizzie. Please do follow me on Instagram at Lizzie's Touch, LHIZHI''S, and Touch. I love you all so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.